Olivia Wade.
Diamond, Missouri, where we are here for the opening round of the Gym City Classic girls tournament. First game up, we're gonna have the Miller Lady Cardinals and the Seneca Lady Indians here opening up the tournament. The tournament that's been pretty solid here the last few years. Diamond looking to defend its championship. Miller won it a couple of years ago, so they're looking to get back into that championship game for a third straight year. Miller's going to be without a couple of their starters. Also two-time All-State player and junior Logan Levan and Ashlyn Helton going to be out for this one once again due to feet injury. But the starting lineup for the Miller Cardinals, if I can get it pulled up here. Number 20, Alexis Bailey. 12, Lainey Johnson. Number 3, Rachel Nunez. 25, Kaylee Tom. And number 44, Kendall Neely. And for Seneca, number 0, Olivia Wade. Dayland Campbell. Maddie Collinsworth. Ashton Lannon. And Olivia Hazy. Right? We are about ready for game to start here. See if we can get things back up. And we are off. Miller wins the toss. Goes straight to Kendall Neely. She gets the first buckets of the game. It is 2-0. Miller comes back out in a press and going the other way is Seneca. And that was Campbell went up unable to finish and a foul called. First free throw up and no good for Maddie Collinsworth. Second one, also no good. Rims in and out. Rebounded by Rachel Nunez. Nunez going back the other way. Nunez going to find Alexis Bailey. Bailey's three ball up and good. 5-0 is your score. And a turnover there by freshman Lainey Johnson. Going to look for Bailey once again. Nunez is going just a little awkward getting the dribble down, and it's going to be called a travel. Nunez has been thrusted into an unfamiliar role as the primary ball handler with Levan and Helton being out, and Cardinals struggled with it there against Hollister in the season opener as Bailey's going to force another turnover going back the other direction. Bailey out to Nunez. Nunez to the wing. They're going to kick it around to the freshman Lainey Johnson. Driving finds Nunez down low and up and good. Nunez had 15 points in the Cardinals win and a steal and unable to finish. She gets her own rebound and Bailey comes up with the loose ball. Kicks out to Johnson. She thought about it just a little too much. But Miller's going to recover. Kendall gets the ball on the block and she hits the deck and she is swarmed by several Indians and a jump ball is going to be called. 7-0 is your score. I'm going to try to get the scoreboard up here once I have just a second to do so. Seneca with the ball is up and loose balls rolling around. Marilyn Gill ends up coming up with it. And Landon's going to get fouled by Alexis Bailey. Seneca going to inbound on the far sideline. Come out to Hazy. Ozzy defended by Johnson. Gonna kick it down to the big one in the middle. Campbell gonna kick out and shot is up and good. Ashton Lannon gets some Indians on the board for the first time here tonight. Lady Cardinals back on the attack. Bailey finds Riley Pryor in the corner. We're going to keep going around to the other freshman, Laney Johnson. 3-ball up and good. Four Lady Cardinals has scored so far in the 10-2 advantage here early on. And Ozzy is able to get the answer with a quick bucket of her own. Nunez goes to the bucket up and no good. Rebounded by 22, Maddie Collinsworth. And Seneca goes back the other direction. Going coast to coast is Ozzy. She's got 4. And timeout's going to be called by Coach Ryan White of the Lady Cardinals. 10-6 is your score. We'll step aside. You're watching high school basketball here on Southwest Missouri Sports. Welcome back to Diamond as we are approaching that halfway mark in that opening quarter of play. 10-6 is your score. The Lady Cardinals have the lead over Seneca. And loose ball again, give the ball back to the Lady Cardinals. Alexis Bailey brings the ball up the court and finds Johnson in the corner. Up again, no good. Gonna be rebounded by Kaylee Tom, who's also not gonna fall. And loose ball's gonna be corralled by Seneca. But they're gonna give it right back to Miller. Johnson right there in there. Bailey thought about taking a 3. Johnson's gonna take it. No good. And rebounded going back the other way for Seneca. Ultimately, good hustle there by number 0, Olivia Wade, for the Lady Indians. But ball's just going to go out of bounds. It looks like Wade's going to get attention from the trainer. Hit her head pretty good on the floor there, diving for the ball. Miller with the ball once again, approaching 3 minutes remaining here in this opening quarter. Bailey and Tom just passing it back and forth at the top of the key. Seneca out here in a zone defense. Gonna find Johnson on the corner. Johnson's 3 up, no good. And Riley Pryor thought she was about to get the ball back for Miller with a long offensive board. Unable to do so. Seneca gets the ball back, down just 4. as a bad pass there by Hazy or Hazy is going to give the ball back to the Lady Cardinals. Bailey and Tom going back and forth. 2-3 defense by Seneca, letting Darren, the Lady Cardinals, to shoot threes. Johnson's going to take another one from the elbow. She gets it to go. That's her second three of the first quarter, and that's going to prompt a timeout call for Seneca. After the three, we're going to step aside. You're watching high school basketball here on Southwest Missouri Sports. Welcome back to Diamond. Miller looking to extend their lead. It's 13-6 here early on. And a turnover going to give Nunez a fast break. And up and good for the junior. 15-6. Here approaching 2 minutes left in that this opening quarter of play. Seneca looking to get something going here. The intensity from the Miller bench is picking up. Something that's interesting to watch for with this group that Miller's got out right now. They are rolling with three freshmen on the court. One of those freshmen with the rebound, Lainey Johnson, goes looking to go coast to coast, and no good. She's going to go to the free throw line. But Coach White of the Lady Cardinals has been talking really highly of this freshman group for a couple of years now. And you see Jolene Chu and Riley Pryor both getting subbed out right now in favor of a pair of seniors. So the experience just went way up with Kaylee Tom and Kendall Neely coming back in. Mrs. Bailey on the corner, going to drive baseline and get bumped. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Saves here with the Cardinals. Bailey puts one up from the short corner. No good. Big rebound there by Lainey Johnson. Ball's going to go out of bounds. But it's going to stay with the Cardinals. I guess it got poked out from behind. Johnson looking, going to find Bailey. She thinks about shooting. She drives and kicks. Going to go another kick out to Bailey. Going to kick around to Johnson for another three. No good. And you can go over the backboard and out of bounds. 15-6 is your score here. Minute 20 remaining. As Tori Hollister is going to come in for the Lady Cardinals, give Alexis Bailey a bit of a breather. Ashton Lannon with the ball for the Lady Indians, bringing it up court. Lannon looking for some help. He's going to find Hazy. And she's going to get fouled. Thought they're going to say it was on the floor. A couple of substitutions. Number 32, Callie Rhodes comes in for Seneca. Riley Pryor back in for the Lady Cardinals. Seneca looking to get something up. A good shot, no good. Just too hard off the board. Rebounded by Kaylee Tom, and Rachel Nunez is going to throw this one just a tad bit high. We'll call it that. Possession goes back to Seneca. 51 seconds remaining here in this opening quarter. Hazy dribbles the ball up and go right through the hands of Marilyn Gill. And a foul's going to be called on Gill. Be the third team foul. Johnson kicks it around the outside, looks for some help on the outside. Johnson to Tom, back to Johnson. Johnson from the top of the key, no good. And Seneca on the break. Hazy, fast break, gets it to go. She's got 6 first quarter points. Johnson, time running down, 2 seconds left. They better get a shot up. And Nunez, no good. And that's going to do it for the opening quarter of play. 15-8 your score. Don't go anywhere. You're watching high school basketball here on Southwest Missouri Sports. Welcome back to Diamond High School as we are watching opening round action of the Gym City Classic. And Miller holds a 16-8 lead early on. Laney Johnson has hit a pair of threes for 6 points here, lead the way for the Lady Cardinals. Rachel Nunez has got 5, Alexis Bailey 3, and Kendall Neely 2. Olivia Hazy is leading the way for the Lady Indians with 6 points. Ashton Lanon's got 2 of her own. That's going to give us 15-8. And a nice pass. Riley Pryor, the freshman, gets a case of the happy feet. And the freshman's going to get called for a traveling violation and ball back to the Seneca Indians. Seneca passes around this one to Collinsworth. Collinsworth's pass is going to be intercepted. Nunez is going to look deep, finds Johnson. Johnson's going to kick it out to Hollister. Hollister shot no good. And ball is going to go back to the Seneca. Much better start for the Lady Cardinals than what we saw last time out in their season opener against the Tigers of Hollister. As Kaylee Thompson get this one intercepted and rebounded by Hazy. Hazy going back the other direction, looking to go coast to coast on Pryor, the freshman, and Pryor's going to get called for the foul. Yeah, they had struggled against the Hollister Tigers last time out, a team that only won 3 games a year ago. The Lady Cardinals looking to figure out how to what their roles are without Levan and Helton on the court. You're looking much cleaner, much crisper here after a week of nothing but practices. And a wild pass there by Collinsworth can give Miller the ball back. Extended 2-3 here for Seneca. Ball up, no good there by Tom. Rebounded by Johnson. And Johnson gets her game leading 8th point of the game. And a aired pass goes to Nunez. Nunez is going to score 19-8, and the lead is starting to swell for the Lady Cardinals. 19-8, 6.5 minutes remaining. We're going to step aside. You're watching the high school basketball here on Southwest Missouri Sports. Welcome back to Diamond, and Miller putting in a little bit of full court pressure. 1-1-2. A little bit of a diamond, I guess. And Jalen Campbell gets the bucket. (19-10) is your score. And turnover there by Miller's going to give the ball back to Seneca. It's good to see Wade back out there for the Lady Indians. She had hit her head there in that first quarter pretty good. Got sat down, checked out by the trainer. Good to see it was nothing serious, and she's right back out there. Seneca extending their zone defense out a little bit. Johnson's three from the wing, no good. And rebounded by Gill. And stolen by Bailey. Bailey goes back the other direction. Up, fast break, no good. And I think Johnson may have got away with a bit of a foul there. And after the loose ball, they're going to call it out on Bailey. And Seneca is going to take over. Ozzy with the ball, defended by Johnson, and a foul is going to be called a block on Riley Pryor. Coach Ryan White describes Pryor as a ferocious defender, and her role on the defense is going to be what gets her out on the floor. Ozzy's three ball, no good, rebounded by Bailey. Bailey out on the fast break. Johnson up and good with some fast break. Easy ones right there. And she's having herself a fantastic half. Johnson had 10 points in their win against Hollister. And an aired pass is going to go back court. Another solid field here for the Gym City Classic. Obviously, you got the Diamond Wildcats, East Newton, Lockwood, who I'm excited to see Lockwood play. I've heard really good things about a couple of their freshmen, but they're going to be extremely young. Kaylee Tom's three ball, no good. Rebounded by going to be tied up by Wade for the Indians and Jolene Chu and a couple other Cardinals. Macaulay Catholics had a solid history here these last few years of putting out some good squads. New Heights Lady Cougars, formerly known as College Heights, and Sarcoxy and Seneca. 21-10 your score here. Rachel Nunez going to the free throw line. First one up and no good. And Nunez's second one up. He's going to bounce around several times. He's going to decide eventually that it's going to go in. Approaching the halfway mark here in the second quarter, and pass intercepted there by Rachel Nunez. Nunez going to go deep, and her brother played a little bit of quarterback for the Cardinal football team last year. She did her best impression. Unfortunately, was not able to get it there if you're a Cardinal fan. Seneca is going to get it tapped out of bounds. And the Indians retain possession. Hazy with the ball. Defended by Bailey. Hazy, yep, you picked her foot up just a little bit. That's looked like she was going to have Collinsworth cutting towards the basket. Collinsworth made that first move and then decided to go back out to the wing. And just enough awkwardness to where the travel was called. Bailey passes the ball to Hollister. Hollister from the wing, 3-ball up, 3-ball down. 3-ball for Tori Hollister. 25-21 is your score. And on the other end, Seneca answers almost immediately. 25-2. I wasn't even able to get my eyes back up to see who scored. And Hazy with the rebound, going back the other direction. And once again, she trying to stop on a dime, and just that back foot just keeps on sliding, just a hair. And Miller takes over once again. Lainey Johnson brings the ball up. And Hannah Boyku in the game for the first time. Boyku, a very good runner, track and field. Jolene Chu is going to throw this one away. And Seneca is going to take over. With Wade looks to get the ball, and she's going to find Lannon. Wade going to try to get it into Marilyn Gill, the freshman. He's going to be fouled. It's like Miller's going to go for another line change. Nunez, Neely, and Tom coming in for Boyku, Hollister, and Chu. Gill fought through the contact, held on possession to the ball. The shot's going to be no good. Ball back to the Lady Cardinals. 25-12 is your score. 2 minutes and 44 seconds remaining. Bailey looking to keep this offense rolling. And wild pass. And Nunez just all over the place. Johnson comes out with it. She thinks it acts like she's going to shoot it. Puts it into Neely, and Neely gets the bucket. And pass is going to go out of bounds. It was deflected there by Tom. Wade set to inbound. Finds Hazy. Hazy from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Bailey. And Bailey brings it back up. Splits the defenders. Looks for Tom. Tom just barely gets there. Bailey, not a great pass. Gonna get it to Nunez, and Nunez, like a bull in a china closet. She's dropping bodies, and Lainey Johnson with another three. That's her third. And she is having herself a game. 30-12 is your score. And a foul called on Nunez. And here early in the season, it's going to be really important for Nunez to stay out of foul trouble. They're not putting up number of team fouls up tonight. First one no good for number 4 Bailey Edwards Jr. for Seneca. Second one up, no good. The foul on the 3 is going to give her one more opportunity. A minute and a half remaining in this second quarter. Edwards' third shot, no good, and hauled in by Kendall Neely. Foul called immediately, and Miller's going to take over. Minute and a half remaining. A carry called there by Nunez. Nunez kind of got going quicker than her feet were. Her feet were moving quicker than she was. She's gonna check back in for Kaylee Tom. Bailey shows a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Hazy's gonna pass out to Gill. Gill's keep on swinging it around. That was Bella Medic. And looks like a foul's going to be called on Rachel Nunez once again. And that's going to send Bailey Edwards right back to the free throw line. Edwards' first shot, no good. Minute and 8 seconds remain as Nunez is going to come take a break for the remainder of this opening quarter, or opening half. Bailey's second one, up and good. Miller with the ball, going back 30-13. Johnson from the wing, no good. Rebounded this once again by Wade. Wade to Edwards. Edwards gonna find man in the corner. Belly Medic. Medic shot from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Chu. Alexis Bailey brings it back up the other direction. 25 seconds on the clock. And Chu for 3, no good from the wing. And good effort there by Riley Pryor. Is going to get the ball off of Marilyn Gill, and the Lady Cardinals are going to retain possession. 14 seconds remaining. Johnson's going to kick to Bailey up at the top of the key, and Bailey no good. Rebounded by Gill. 8 seconds remaining. Down to 5, and the ball is going to be tipped out of bounds by Hazy. Millers gets the ball back with 5.1 seconds remaining in this first half. Three seconds, and Nunez half-court keys. Nearly puts a crack in the backboard. But that's going to take us to the halftime break. 30-13 your halftime score. Miller has the lead. Miller outscored the Lady Indians 15-5 in that second quarter. Miller, up to this point, being led by Lainey Johnson, who's had a fantastic game. 13 points here in this opening quarter, or this opening half of play. That's already her career high as a freshman. Bailey's got 3 points. Rachel Nunez has got 7. Kendall Neely with 4. Tori Hollister with 3. We're going to step aside for just a minute. Don't go anywhere. It's halftime here in the opening game of the Gym City Classic. We'll be right back. You're watching high school basketball here on Southwest Missouri Sports. welcome back to Diamond, Missouri, where we are in the middle of the first round action of the girls' Gym City Classic. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the bracket's going to look like. We're up at the top right now. Miller Cardinals taking on the Seneca Indians Monday, December 2nd. They will play. So the winner of this one will play the winner of the New Heights Cougars and the Lockwood Tigers. They don't play till tomorrow, December the 3rd. So we won't know that matchup until tomorrow night. On the other side, the Diamond Wildcats will take on the Eastern Newton Patriots, and the winners will take on the winner of Sarcoxy and Macaulay Warriors. All of those games are going to be Thursday, December the 5th, and then the championship day on Saturday. We're about a minute and 24 seconds remaining until the third quarter starts. We're going to step aside for one more quick timeout. All right, we are back, ready to rock and roll for the third quarter action. Miller coming into the third quarter with a 30 to 13 lead, looking to extend it. Seneca gets the ball out of the break. 24 Lannon gets the ball in the short or in the up in the half court corner. Ball's gonna be tipped out or gonna be fouled. Called on Miller. You can see the number, and Seneca is going to retain possession. Nearly stolen there by Johnson. Lannon looking for somebody to throw it almost directly to Kaylee Tom. Kendall Neely with the fast break to Johnson. She gets another bucket. 15 points for the freshman. And Hazy with the ball, going to bring it down for Seneca. Nice little move there. A lot of contact, no foul call. Another fast break there for Johnson. Johnson gets two more. Fantastic game so far for Lainey Johnson. And yep, too many steps there. Olivia Wade, the junior, picked the ball up and kind of got in an awkward spot. One too many steps, and Miller is going to take over. Johnson finds Nunez. Nunez playing with two fouls. She had picked up two really fast. Kendall Neely gets the rebound and up and good. She's got 6. Good outing so far for Kendall Neely as well. She's got 6 points, but it's been a force down low. And shot from the short corner, good from 22, Maddie Collinsworth. That's her first bucket of the game. 36-15 your score. Johnson's down, pass it around, find Rachel Nunez on the opposite wing, no good. And rebounded, a good strong rebound there by Olivia Wade. And Seneca goes the other way with it. And Rachel Nunez. There's a bull in a china closet running just about every which way. Five minutes, 53 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Number 13, Dalen Campbell up and good. For 13, Dalen Campbell. 36-15, and ball intercepted there by number 5, Jolie King, and gonna be turned right back over, and a fast break going the other way for Miller, and ball's gonna stay with Miller. Miller playing this week's tournament without two-time All-State selection Logan Levan and Ashton Helton, who is depending on how the season goes for the Lady Cardinals, could be in the conversation for an All-State selection as well. Johnson for three. Another one down for Johnson. And she is lighting up the scoreboard here on her second game as a high schooler. Riley Pryor down low. Gonna get fouled. Gonna get fouled. (39-17). Alexis Bailey from the elbow. Go back the other way. Pryor looking to score. Ball gets poked loose, and a tie ball. Go the opposite way. It can go to the Indians. 33-17, approaching the halfway mark here in the third quarter of action. King's pass to Wade. Wade goes back out to Hazy. Hazy back down to King. King's shot rejected by Kendall Neely. King's three from the corner is good. 33-20 is your score now. And Nunez is going to respond with a bucket of her own. 41-20. Wade passes down to Gill. Gill's shot no good. Rebounded by Nunez. Nunez going back the other direction. Alexis Bailey three up no good. Rebounded by Gill. Gill going back the other way. On the break, the freshman's gonna give the ball up to Hazy. Hazy gonna draw the foul. I believe that one's gonna be on Nunez. Oh, it's gonna be on 20, Alexis Bailey. 41-20. 3 minutes, 33 seconds left, and the first one is up for Hazy. Second shot up and good. She's got 8 now for the game. Miller gonna turn the ball over. That time it's Jolene Chu, the freshman, and up and good from Hazy. 41-24, and Seneca on a bit of a run here, late, about halfway through the third quarter. timeout called by Miller. We're going to step aside. You're watching high school basketball here on Southwest Missouri Sports. Welcome back to Diamond. 3 minutes, 17 seconds remain here in the third quarter of action. Miller has a lead 41-24 as they look to continue to build on it. Pryor is going to get the ball ripped away from him by Jolie King. King goes the distance just off the front of the rim. King's going to get another shot at it and a second chance point by King. And she has provided a really nice little spark off the bench. He didn't play in the in the entire first half, and she's got six now. She's gonna force another turnover right as we talk about it. Shot no good. Another attempt no good. That time by Gill, and Miller's gonna eventually come down with it with Rachel Nunez. Hollister from the corner. She hit one. She hit another. 2 for 2 from the 3-point line for Tori Hollister. She's got 6. 44-26 is the score, and Nunez with the steal and fast break. She goes the distance, and that's going to be 2 more easy ones for Rachel Nunez. This Miller team has high aspirations once again this year. A quarterfinalist last season fell to Norwood. They graduated 0 seniors as Chu's three is going to be up and no good, rebounded by Wade, and Seneca goes the other direction. They graduated nobody, so they're looking to get back to that quarterfinal game and maybe even eventually finally get over that dreaded hump that this Miller team has been trying to get over for about 6 years now. Since Ashlyn Helton's older sister and assistant coach, Kaylee Helton, was a junior, actually a sophomore. And timeout's going to be called by Coach White. We're going to stay here this time. We're going to take another look at the bracket. The winner of this one, we won't know the opponent. Actually, neither team will know the opponent until later on tomorrow night as New Heights Academy, formerly College Heights, takes on the Lockwood Tigers at 5 o'clock tomorrow ahead of all the boys' games for the boys' side of this bracket. The winners will play at 4 o'clock on Thursday. The loser will play at 8:30 Thursday night, so they'll have the late one. On the other side, Diamond will get ready to see Diamond and East Newton here after this one, and then Sir Coxey and McCauley is the nightcap. We'll be here for all three, so don't go anywhere. We're going to kick it back out. (46-26) is the score. Minute 26 remaining in the third quarter of play. And a technical free throw is assessed. I didn't see what happened. But 33 of Seneca to the line. McKaylee Mitchell. I have to apologize. I didn't see what happened to draw the technical. Seneca gets the ball back. Seneca gonna turn the ball over. Nunez gonna full court pass to Bailey. Alexis Bailey gets it to fall. Big quarter here for Miller. Finally able to get a little bit of separation. And a good, nice play there by Cordy Hancock. She gets her first bucket of the game. Ooh, apologize. And a turnover there by the freshman Lainey Johnson. Gonna give Seneca the ball back. Miller leads by 20 here late in the third quarter, down to 35 seconds. And shot from the short corner by Michaela Mitchell, no good, and rebounded by King. But tried to get it back out to Mitchell, unable to do such thing. And Miller's going to take the ball back over. Final 30 seconds here in the third quarter. Down to 15. And ball's going to be tipped, goes out of bounds with 11.7 left on the clock. Down to 10. Landon Johnson's going to kick it to Nunez. Back to Johnson. Down to 5. 3. And 3 ball up by Nunez. Bailey, no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. 48-28 is your score at the third quarter break. We're going to step aside. You're watching high school basketball here on Southwest Missouri Sports. Welcome back to Miller. 48-28 is your score going into the final quarter of play. The fourth. Been a big night for freshman Lainey Johnson. She's got 20 through 3 quarters. Rachel Nunez got 11. Alexis Bailey with 5. And Kendall Neely, Tori Hollister each got 6. Olivia Hazy leads the way for Seneca with 10. Jolie King's got 5. Bailey Edwards 1. Cordy Hancock 2. Taylon Campbell 3. And Maddie Collinsworth got a pair of points as well. Good defense there by the Cardinals. Cardinals got some youth back out on the floor. And a couple of seniors. Here's one of them, Kaylee Tom, a senior. Shot from a wing, no good. Goes back the other way. Hannah Boyku back in the game. She's been a little bit of run here late as well for the Lady Cardinals. And a foul call on Miller. Shot up there by Landon. Landon shot no good. Be ripped away by Alexis Bailey. Tries to go on the break. And Johnson's pass is going to be tipped out of bounds. Jolie King nearly had a good had fast break opportunity once again. And King's kind of been the catalyst for this Lady Indian squad. Miller still won the third quarter, but only 18-15. Bailey 3-ball up, no good, and foul's going to be called, I think, on. It's going to be just call it out of bounds. It gets bounced over the backboard. Courtney Hancock brings the ball up, and a few new faces for the Lady Indians. Callie Rhodes out there, along with McKaylee Mitchell, Jolie King, and Olivia Wade. Miller still attacking. Kaylee Tom from the corner, no good. And rebounded by Wade. Wade going the other direction and tipped out of bounds by Lainey Johnson. 6 minutes and 35 seconds remain here in this opening round game of the Gym City Classic. Down to 6.5. Pass intercepted by Tom. Ball rolls around a little bit, and Kendall Neely comes up with it. Got bodies hitting the floor all over the place. Miller passing the ball around. Johnson from the corner. She gets fouled on the shot. She's going to have 3 free throws. Foul called on 32, Callie Rhodes. First free throw up and good for Johnson. Second one off the front of the rim. .606 remaining. And third one is no good as well, but it's rebound, offensive rebound there for Rachel Nunez. She gets fouled going up. So only 1 second rolls off the clock, and Nunez is going to get 2 shots. Nunez's first shot up, no good. I know as a coach, number one thing you want to take out of a game, win or lose, is just something you can work on, something you can improve on. And despite what looks like it's going to end up being a big win for the Lady Cardinals, Coach White might want to work on some free throw shooting here moving forward with a tough schedule, as number 25, 40 Hancock gets another bucket to fall. They will, Coach White and the Lady Cardinals are going to want to make sure they get these free throw numbers up, as they struggled there a year ago. As a Kaylee Tom 3, no good, goes back the other direction and intercepted by Nunez, and Johnson on the fast break opportunity, up and good. As after this week, the schedule for the Lady Cardinals gets very, very difficult, as showdowns with Crane, who was a sectional matchup a year ago, and Chadwick will come to town here in the next couple weeks. And then you just getting set for the pink and white. Miller back in the pink and white for the first time, I believe, ever. I have to check my historians for confirmation of that. Miller boys in the blue and gold for the first time since 2012. Nunez first free throw up and good, 53-30. But other than that, they're going to get set up in the Tipton shootout, and Kendall Neely, offensive rebound. She's going to go to the line now. We'll take a quick look at the schedule coming up. Then you can't forget about Walnut Grove, Crane, Pink and White. They'll have the Montgomery County Wildcats as the first free throw is up and good for Neely. And then the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame Classic. Both free throws good by Neely, as she's approaching double figures as well. 55-30. Your score with 4 minutes 50 seconds remaining. Callie Rhodes looks to inbound. Pass intercepted by Lainey Johnson. Johnson goes up and one. Foul called on 32, Callie Rhodes. "25 points here for the freshman. I believe that is Rhodes' 5th foul. It's the 15th foul. Johnson's free throw up and good. 26 points for the freshman. What an outing. Coach White said has been anticipating her arrival at the high school level for a long time, and a 3-ball good by Bailey Edwards. Bank is open on Monday night. Finds Hollister from the wing. She was perfect up until that point from that exact spot. Johnson up again. No good. Rebounded by Hollister, and Johnson gonna kick it to classmate Pryor, and Nunez is gonna get taken out from behind by 13, Dalen Campbell. And that's gonna put Nunez back at the free throw line. First one, no good for Nunez. And this is a kind of a unique opportunity that, especially, the likes of Rachel Nunez and Lainey Johnson, with the absence of Levan and Helton. A buck is good there by Cordy Hancock. But say Levan and Helton in, Nunez is getting forced to play more of a number one option role. And that will only prove to benefit her once, those other two do eventually come back. Lainey Johnson, Riley Pryor, Tori Hollister, Jolie Chu, all getting valuable minutes here as freshmen and sophomores who, if this Miller team is hoping to, and also Hannah Boyku to get valuable minutes that they may not have gotten had those two been able to play the entire season. 59-35 is your score here. And Hollister, good strong with the ball. Hits it back out to Johnson. Johnson looking for Nunez. Nunez gets it tipped out of her hand there by Marilyn Gill. Gill's been a solid looking freshman as well. Obviously, all the attention is going to go to Johnson as Nunez hits a three. And Johnson's going to deserve the attention after she's going to deserve the attention that she's going to get from this one. However, it's that Gill and Olivia Wade and Olivia Haas, all underclassmen as well, making impact for Seneca. Seneca already has a pretty good, impressive win over Neosho. So, well, as this one's going to look more out of hand than it probably was, it seems like the Lady Cardinals will be advancing into the semifinals of the 2024 Gym City Classic. Just under 3 minutes and a turnover there by Tori Hollister. Can give the ball back to Seneca. King kick it down to Gill, and 13 Campbell tried to put the ball up, ends up getting fouled instead. Number 13, David Campbell, so line for two. And Campbell goes to the free throw line for 2 shots. Second shot up, no good. Rebounded by Kendall Neely. Neely finds Tom, gonna go bring it up the court. Tom to Chooch, or Riley Pryor, rather. Pryor gonna find Boyku, and Boyku's gonna be fouled hard from behind. Cordy Hancock is gonna be called for the foul. She got her money's worth on that one. And Boyku gets her first career point as well for the Lady Cardinals. She got a little bit of run last year as a freshman, but was not able to find this bottom of the net. She gets free throw to go there, and King gets the rebound on the second attempt, and we're going the other direction. King, nice take to the bucket, nearly gets an and one. King, another really good looking ball player for Seneca. She's also just a freshman. A lot of freshmen out on the court right now. First free throw, no good. And second shot, no good. Rebound by Hollister. Riley Pryor looks, she's going to decide to pass it out. Under 2 minutes remaining in this opening game of the Gym City Classic, and jump ball is going to be called. Going to go, you're going to stay here with Miller. And turnover by Miller, going to go the other direction. Seneca with the ball. King, a kick out to Edwards. Edwards shot no good. And Kendall Neely gets the rebound and gets caught and gets a foul. Looks like number one, Marilyn Gill, called for a foul. Neely looking to get the double figures here with a couple of free throws here. She gets the first one to go. Her 13, Dalen Campbell, senior, checks out of the game. And Kendall's going to get there. 10 points once again for Neely. Score moves ahead to 65-35. Jolene Chu with the ball and find Hollister. Hollister going to kick it around a little bit. Ball going to go back the other way with Seneca. And nice little up and under. Another foul called. This one going to be called on number 11, Jolene Chu. But going to take number 1, Marilyn Gill, up to the free throw line. She gets the first one to go. That's her first point of the game. (65-36). Minute and 11 remaining. Second one, no good. Rebounded by Kendall Neely. Neely with the ball. Boyku gets the bucket. Neely found Boyku, and it was a tremendous looking play there. And the foul going to be called. Turbo clock is running, but Gill is going to go back to the free throw line. Gill gets the first one to fall. 24 seconds remain. And the second one good as well. She has 3. (16 seconds, and this one is just about done. And Kendall Neely puts another one up, rebounded by Gill. Gill looking to score one final time. 3 seconds, ball up. No good. Rebounded by by Kendall Neely, and this one is going to come to an end here in Diamond. 65 or 67-38 is your final score. We're going to step aside for just a sec. Actually, we'll go ahead and wrap things up here. Lainey Johnson led all scorers with the Miller Cardinals, 27 points. Rachel Nunez had 17. Alexis Bailey had 5. Kendall Neely with 10. Tori Hollister with 6. Hannah Boyku finishes with 3. For the Lady Indians, Jolie King and Gordy Hancock each tied for the lead. 6 points for the Seneca Indians. Bailey Edwards and Dalen Campbell had 4, and then Marilyn Gill had 3, and then Maddie Collinsworth, Ashton Lannon each had 2. Taking a look at the bracket, Miller Cardinals advanced. They will play Thursday, December the 5th at 4 o'clock against the winner of New Heights and Lockwood. Seneca will play Thursday as well at 8:30. They will play the loser of New Heights and Lockwood. So we're gonna go ahead and shut this one down. A big win here for the Lady. Maybe. There we go. Big win here for the Lady Cardinals as they improved to 2-0 for the season over with a impressive 67-38 victory over the Seneca Indians of the Big 8 Conference. Don't go anywhere. Stay on our YouTube page. We are going to be going live here in about 10 minutes for the East Newton and Diamond first round game as well, as we move to the bottom of the bracket. But for you Miller and Seneca people, thank you so much for tuning in for this edition of high school basketball. Miller wins it 67-38. They